In a world where everything's being reused, recycled, and upscaled. In a world where reboots are inevitable. We're bringing back webcomic updates! If you're an OG viewer of the channel, you would remember this channel was made specifically for webcomic updates. But of course, I stopped doing them. After a while, it kind of became a bit much. So, I will be dividing both my old stuff and my new stuff into two separate playlists. One playlist will be for all the old stuff. Like, what do I mean, the old stuff? The old stuff will be basically the stuff that I've uploaded to Instagram TV and the stuff that I've uploaded to YouTube so far. The new stuff will be in its brand new folder. It's so that way we can save some confusion. You know, about what stuff's new, what stuff's old, and what lore is classified outdated and what stuff isn't. Because there's a lot of lore that I've come up with in those old webcomic updates that are no longer canon. And I've always wanted to make like a little mini kind of a video where I talk about each character of the series. So that way I can promote the webcomic more. So, what does this mean for the old webcomic updates? The old webcomic updates are still webcomic updates from that period, but the only difference being is that with the rise of like AI and Meta scraping everyone's data, I had thought about deleting them off of Meta and putting them into YouTube, because even though I kind of like having them on Instagram, you know, it's a part of the artistic process. A part of me is hesitant to keep it up on my actual Instagram account. And since I want to renovate my Instagram art account and revive it a little bit, I have thought about, well, maybe I should just, I don't know, go out my way to do something like that. And after all, I've been meaning to put the old episodes up for a while. The only thing is that you gotta keep in mind, not everything in the old webcomic updates is classified as canon anymore. There's a lot of old ideas and concepts that never saw the light of day. For an example, Max having a boyfriend and going all yandere. God, not canon. You can keep it in your fan fictions, but not in canon, okay? just know that stuff's ancient history. And I mean, I'm even thinking about having a scene where Max jokes about it, being like, you know, like, who needs that, am I right? And yeah, that's kind of all I've really wanted to say. So, expect some changes. So, what are we expecting for the foreseeable future of this series? For starters, I'm not giving up on this webcomic series. I am determined to make it see the light of day. And while I'm still going to do all of my other usual videos, like this, and maybe even this, I still want to continue doing webcomic updates because that's the reason why I started this channel in the first place. And even if some of you aren't interested, I want to at least make people aware of the other cool stuff that I do off of YouTube. And like I said, I plan on reviving my art Instagram account since I have had a break from Instagram for a little bit now. And I haven't really been posting as frequently apart from the occasional promo like thing for YouTube. But yeah, so expect more Instagram things. You know, I want to at least try and attempt to do Instagram stuff again. I'm thinking about archiving a lot of my old art. So I'm gonna archive my art all the way up to a certain point in time. There's a lot of things I've been meaning to do since my break. Like, for an example, you know, even though there's a lot of artwork I am proud of, I feel like that with the way things are going currently, I feel like I need to kind of get rid of some artwork because there's some artwork that I'm not really happy being visible anymore. So, yeah. I know that, originally I wanted to be like, I want to keep it up to show people, hey, this is where, I started and this is where I am now. Because I feel like people like seeing, artists evolve and how their art style has changed over time. But of course, I don't really feel comfortable with a lot of my old art being on there anymore. Mostly because I don't want it to be fed into Meta's AI, but also because I feel like it's not really reflecting who I am currently today. So I hope you don't mind me chopping and changing a few things. I'm going to keep it up to a certain point, and I want it to match my Kara account. But, yeah, there have been days where I still have been debating about ditching Instagram and moving to Kara, but at the same time, most of my traffic is from Instagram. Like, whenever it's YouTube, whether it's my webcomic, 90% of my traffic is from Instagram. So I would be an absolute idiot to ditch Instagram, because Instagram has been a really great source for me. It's been a really great source, not just for connecting with other artists and being, in this like-minded community, but it's also helped me find readers that I probably would have never been able to find my work, if it weren't for me being on Instagram. Now, the shop stuff. Am I ever gonna make that damn shop happen? Well, after multiple anxiety attacks and self-doubt, I know, ironic considering the last video you saw, I have decided that I will go ahead with the shop. Originally, I was going to try to post and upload everything around mid-November, so that way it would be just in time for Christmas, because I had a few Christmas things that I made, and I thought to myself that maybe it would be a great idea to try and get people to buy things for Christmas. But of course, I never made it for mid-November, because life sucks and everything has been busy. So if you're okay with buying Christmas things in January, maybe my shop is for you. Anyway, this is just a mini update. And I hope you have a good day. Bye.